Let's do it.
I mean, you always been at it, bro. And so after high school, right? Rob shows you the studio, and Rob, forgive us because I don't know your Muslim name.
Oh I'd say Rob on purpose because at the time he was Rob. I was just doing timeline.
Yeah, I don't want to disrespect.
No disrespect.
Yeah,
please.
but the studio with him, but then at some point you were still continuing the music, right?
Yeah.
What happened there? What formed out of that? Because Rob shut down the studio.
Right. We had a whole group for a while, and that joint was rocking for maybe 2 years. But commitment and not knowing the ins and outs of that business, like he wasn't getting no help.
Right.
So he had to shut it down. But I still wanted to do it, and at this point in his life, he was kind of like taking a break. So he gave me all his equipment, like everything, mic, the not his computer, but the program.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You already know how to do it, bro." And I was like, "Man, you gave me the keys to the city.
Right.
I can sit in my house and create." So I'm like, "Bet." So started doing my own thing, making my own music, and then we had people in our circle that had interest in it too. So I was just like, all right, let's do that. So that's how I created F Sharp Entertainment, and that was big, man. I thought at that point I was like, yo, we getting signed.
Yeah,
yo, this is it. This is it. Like, ain't no way they not gonna like this heat that we putting out there. Thinking about it, hindsight, like we had the talent and we had the know-how to create the music, but we had no clue how to market. Run a business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we didn't know how to, outside of uploading it on MySpace,
right,
and putting it on our MySpace page and maybe making a $4 video on YouTube with the shittiest camera we could find. Old
videos.
Yo, we really thought we was gonna upload that joint on YouTube with no marketing, no nothing, and just pray that we were one of those lucky ones, kind of like a Soldier Boy
I mean, if we really want to get into the YouTube stuff, it did pretty well, man.
It did. I mean, that once we got the hang of it, it started doing well. But in the beginning, I was just like, we got an album. It's $10. I'm selling it out my trunk. How we gonna get this to the radio station? I'm gonna just write the radio station address and put it in the envelope and send it to them, man. And maybe somebody will play the. I didn't even have a manager. Oh yeah, that was. Look, my video skills escalated very quickly. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one too.
I mean, it happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This ain't, we could maybe turn that bass up a little bit, but
well, I mean, come on, man, it's YouTube.
I mean, but this thing was going crazy, brother.
Man, I was a young dude, man. I ain't even have a beer belly or nothing yet.
So okay, F Sharp Studios is in effect. Thing, is going crazy. We
doing shows, we traveling. It's busy, bro. Like, I really thought we was going somewhere, man. I was married at the time. Shout out to the ex. She was the manager.
Right.
And she was doing her job. Like, I could never get us shows. And maybe it was a racial thing because a lot of the clubs at the time that we were trying to rock with, they were white owned, and they really weren't vibing with hip hop because the association with hip hop typically is people coming in there starting fights, and then it's a whole issue.
This is like 2012, right?
Yeah. So
different climate for the people.
At the time they wasn't rocking.
Right.
But so for those who don't know, my ex-wife was white, so she I was like, yo, how about you write the email and see what happens? So she wrote an email. She would get a meeting. She would go in a meeting, and she was so smart because she would never say hip hop. She'd be like, so what do you guys do? We're like, we just do music.
I have a group.
Yeah, it's a music group. We do popular songs. And then so the manager's like, and she would dress to impress.
Right.
So the manager's like, oh yeah, we'll give you 2 shows. And she walk out, shake the hand. They would give us a contract. We wouldn't get nothing. We would get the door and pre-sale tickets.
Okay.
We didn't get the bar or nothing. And every time she would come home, she'd be like, "Here's the contract, y'all in Friday night," and we would show up, and he'd be like, "Hey, yeah, we F sharp," and then you could see the manager like, "Damn it, they got us."
Why'd you choose F sharp? Like, what's the meaning behind the name?
We were just sitting down. Honestly, man, we were just sitting down. Me and Be Easy Brandon, we were sitting down trying to find something that was like super unique.
Yeah.
And then at first I was like, "Yo, it got to be like music, something with music." And I came up with C sharp, and we were floating that around.
Yeah.
And then one dude was like, "Yo, that sounds horrible. Like C sharp, like that shit, like C sharp. Like you couldn't pick any other letter." So we just went through the alphabet and was like, "Yo, what's the hardest letter?" And it was like, "Yo, F." It was like, "Yo, F." Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah,
just F. Like, I got F's on my report card. F sharp. So and it just flowed better. So we were just like honest, like there wasn't no root, like deep meaning. I created the logo, and then once the logo was created, we were just like, "Yo, this is it. This can cover everything." So that's how that started, bro. For real, it wasn't no deep thing about that, but it took off, bro. We had branding, T-shirts and everything. We did a party.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I really thought that joint was gonna take off, and then reality hit. You know, we started having to learn the business side of things and marketing and putting money into it, and you know, as a group, like at this point, the group was expanding. We had so many members, but everybody was just wanting to show up, and do, but nobody wanted to do the back end.
Right.
None of that hard work, none of that promotion, none of that. They were just like, "Yo, I just want to record and do shows."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well,
there's a lot more to being a boss and being a part of something than just showing up.
That shit ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work." So, I still had the passion, so I was just like, y'all can do what y'all want. This is my baby. Like F sharp is going with me. So I continue to do music. I continue to try to do shows. And then when I got married, things slowed down dramatically.
Right.
Just because my responsibility and my perspective changed a little bit. So then it kind of faded off a little bit for a little while.
Okay. So